come out. So is the booze really to blame? Here to help us understand Gibson's behavior and alcohol's effects in general on our body is Dr. Lance Dodes. He's a psychiatrist at Harvard Medical School. Great to have you back with us tonight, Doctor.
Thank you.
Give us an idea, first of all, could alcohol make us say things that we don't believe, as Mel Gibson has said is the case?
No. We ordinarily censor thoughts and feelings that we have, and sometimes we censor them because we ourselves don't want to feel that way, but we do. But when you disinhibit them, as alcohol does, they emerge. But alcohol doesn't invent the thoughts or the feelings. It merely allows them to be expressed. So when Mr. Gibson said, I don't know where this is coming from, we can be sure that the answer is they come from you, Mr. Gibson.
Could it be possible that someone could have feelings that come out when they're drunk because, as you say, we're uninhibited, under the influence of something at this point that we didn't realize were there?
Well, I think that's true sometimes for people. They suddenly are shocked. I don't think that applies to Mr. Gibson. For several years, people have been telling him that they're concerned about his anti-Semitism. Leaders of both Jewish and Christian faiths have told him for a long time. This couldn't have been a shock to him, and I really think it's more a question of this confirming what they were so concerned about.
And he's now come out today asking the Jewish community for help in dealing with this. If a person is worried that they may think or feel a certain way that they are uncomfortable with, what's the best way to deal with those feelings?
Ideally, once you know them, if he didn't know this before, he knows it now, or he should. You know, it would be good for him to talk with someone to figure out what this bigoted feeling is about. We can all be pop psychologists and look at his history. We know his father is a Holocaust denier, reportedly. So there's something inside, and it would be very good for him to spend some time looking within himself to figuring out why he has these feelings.
And in general, since we don't know him personally, for someone looking at this saying, yeah, oh, you know, maybe I see a little bit of myself here, can we change?
Oh, sure. That's what I'm saying. I think if he is sincere about wanting to figure this out, there's no reason why he couldn't figure it out. You know, go ahead.
I was going to say real quickly, because we're running out of time before we let you go, something else that definitely came up in our meeting is, in the heat of the moment, whether or not you're drunk, maybe you're in an argument with your spouse, pretty much all of us have probably said something that we wish we could take back immediately. Does that mean that we also feel that when we call our spouse a name or something of that effect?
Well, you probably feel it in the moment, but it's very different to say to somebody in an argument, you know, I wish you would drop dead or something like that. The Gibson situation is not like that. He was pulled over for a traffic offense, and something spewed out of him which had nothing to do with that. So it clearly was something deeply significant to him.
Right.
I think for the rest of us, it's, you know, it's in the moment.
Okay, so in the moment in those cases, and we should point out too, Mel Gibson has said that he doesn't feel he's ever had these feelings before. So that is what he had said in regards to the incident. Dr. Lance Dodes, thanks for your insight tonight.
Sure.